Hello, stars, and welcome back to Movie Night. Let's find another ending. Knock, knock. You hear soft steps coming closer from the inside of the house. You can't help but let a small smile loose on your face once again. No one was seeing you, so who cared, right? You've been looking forward to today for weeks now. You could allow yourself a little self-indulgence. The door squeaks open just in time so that you don't give away how giddy you are, which is a good amount of giddy. You quickly get a hold of yourself right when the door opens, that little much needed to let voices slip through. Who's there? You have to restrain a giggle as you reply. Pretty. Pretty who? Pretty nice of you to open the door for me. You hear a snort from the other side of the door before seeing it finally opening. Hey buddy, how's it going? Well, it could be better if I wasn't stuck outside in the cold. Always nice to see Sans' goofy face smiling at you. You haven't seen him in what, weeks? Months? It will never fail to warm your heart. Except for now. It was failing. Even Sans' big old grin could do nothing against the chilling air freezing your bones and biting your butt. Was about to think he'd never show up. You asked if he was falling asleep. Maybe. Yes. That didn't surprise you. Yeah, I would have probably done the same. And that's why I hang out with you. Not counting your pungent humor, of course. You really got my deep and absolute irrational love for naps. Oh, you do. You absolutely do. Best time for nap time is always right now. Papyrus does not share our view, but even the greatest have flaws. When he knew you were coming, he ran outside shouting something about a surprise in the oven for you. Not his exact words, but I think you get the idea. The thought of Papyrus cooking specifically for you activates your fight or flight response. Let's just quickly, run out of Snowden. You freeze for a second, somehow associating the most rational thing to do with faking your death. No, because he might still shove it down your throat while you're dead. He might think it might revive you. He might think it has magical powers. Who knows with Papyrus? Papyrus thinks many things. Let's see. Don't worry, just stick whatever it is in your pocket and then excuse yourself for the bathroom to flush it. Let's hope it goes down the toilet. Just try to look as you're enjoying it, okay? Yeah, but what if he goes upstairs? What if the toilet gets clogged when you try to flush it and then you can't get rid of the evidence? What are you gonna do? Oh, sorry. It's just some magic spaghetti. It just poofed into the toilet, I swear. The food, it just magically appeared there. That's not mine. I already ate mine. I just wanted to give the toilet some of the food. I'm sure the toilet would enjoy it. You slowly nod. Besides, I have enough chips and snacks to feed a skeleton for weeks. You may die of food poisoning, but damn, I guarantee you won't starve today. Well, that's some kind of reassuring. Come on, get in. Couch sounds better than standing outside. So very true. The warmth of the house is nice on your skin after the cold outside breeze, especially after you talked outside for no reason like idiots. You happily take off your coat and scarf, finally free from the suffocating clutches of your synthetic cotton. Sans lets gravity help him settle on the couch. He rests his pink slippers on the nearby table, maintaining eye contact, and you thank heavens Papyrus isn't there to see him, because he'd probably shout at him or toss his slipper at him. Make yourself at home. He dresses you in your heavy coat. If you were at home, you just throw it behind you as soon as you entered the door. I couldn't do that. It's just absolutely not allowed in this house. We put our coats up properly. We do not throw them on the floor. We don't even have a coat hanger. I don't think my family's ever owned a coat hanger. Have we? Do we actually have any coat hangers? Actually, let me think for a moment. Do we have a coat hanger? We don't have a coat rack. Like this thing over here, this brown tall thing. We've never owned one of them. We have coat hangers that's stuck onto the wall, but they're near the back door, and we've got some in the bedrooms on the doors. But of course they break the doors all the time. My door especially. My door's got holes in it, which have been repaired. Long story. Very long story. I should tell you about it sometime. If you were at home, you just throw it behind you as soon as you enter the door, but you figured it would be rude, so you just settle for the clothes hanger. No, I'd be scared if I tossed it on there, it's gonna fall over. It looks like it's gonna snap like a twig. You're no fun. You stick your tongue at him. Like, what? Throw your coat at him. Bury him with it. Bam! How dare he say you're not fun. You are very fun. He is caught off guard as the heavy pile of fluff lands on his head, but he doesn't seem to regret teasing you. Okay, that was kind of fun. You very proudly puff out your chest, declaring your victory. Ha! Look at you! You are fun. So very fun. Truly the life of the party. Whoa, now don't let that go to your head, friendo. I want to. Carried away, you drop yourself on the couch laughing maniacally. Like you were a dungeon master ready to drop some absolute bullshit on your naive little players or something. Sans joins you slightly after with his Barton chuckle. He doesn't put in as much energy as you, but you can appreciate the effort. And then your laugh dies down, and he too, because as much fun as it is, you know you can't just do it all evening. It would be inconvenient. How would you eat then? Well, I don't think you want to eat though, do you, at the moment? Because you were earlier planning to fake your death if anybody even attempted to stick anything in your mouth that Papyrus made. And you two are left in a bubble of slightly uncomfortable silence once more. Oh dear. But against everything you believed to know about the skeleton, he took it upon himself to break the silence. Not sure if it was out of boredom or out of pure knowledge of your adversity to talk first. Probably nothing to do with the fact that I played this twice. So, you were thankful either way. I don't really know when Pops will be back. Could be a minute, could be hours, who knows. Great, more awkward silence. Bring it on, you thought. You're already embarrassed yourself anyway. Could you really sink any lower? The answer was, and you knew it very well, that yes, you could. So, do you want to wait for him, or because he's so cool, and because he's already seen everything in the movie box, he said we could start without him, but we have to pause if we get to the good bits. He really doesn't want to miss those. I have no idea what the good bits are, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. You doubt that considering his cynicism towards movies, but whatever. In the worst case scenario, you could just turn off the TV as soon as you heard the door open. You could probably even pick up the TV and throw it out the window. Either way it works, as long as the TV is off. But on the other hand, you would feel guilty to start the movie already. You could peacefully wait in the uncomfortable silence, couldn't you? Wait for Papyrus. You're right, there's no movie night without my bro. His comments are half of the fun after all. You couldn't agree more. Listening to Papyrus yelling at the screen was most of the time more entertaining than the movie itself. So, let's wait then. He makes himself comfortable, pillowing his skull with his hands. Being made of hard bones, the level of comfiness was left unknown. I mean, you could always ask him how comfortable that is. But keep in mind, it's not like he's laying directly onto his bones. He does have a bit of layer of fabric there, his hoodie, right? So, and he closing his eyes, choosing to patiently wait for the time to pass by rather than trying to kill it. Oh, come on. You're better than anyone knew that the best time to nap is right now, but not right now. While you're on the couch with him. What the heck are you supposed to do while he's asleep? Actually, what are we supposed to do if he isn't asleep? There was an indefinite amount of time to wait ahead of you, and where both everything and absolutely nothing could happen, and both options scared you to death. Even more scared you were of this option compared to Papyrus's cooking. So, there's a lot of fear in this house. I don't know why you come over here if you're this scared of everything. What were the two of you supposed to do? A staring contest? He didn't have eyes and needed a blink, so what was even the point of doing a staring contest? Why don't you think things through beforehand, like a normal functioning human being? I mean, maybe you just want to stare longingly into his eyelids. You know, they can be sexy. Or alluring. Oh, they could probably cause you past trauma if you ran a genocide route. Seriously. What do you do? Well, we're gonna go and ask about his job. What a fun and entertaining conversation starter. You are very proud of yourself, aren't you? Everything's alright, I suppose. I mean, all my 12 jobs keep me pretty busy, but it's not like I'm not used to it. 12 jobs? Sans? Where do you find time to sleep with 12 jobs on the go? Good lord, people can barely keep one job. And yet there's you with 12. What the heck, Sans? What are you doing to yourself? On the other hand, I can slack up pretty much whenever I want. Being a part-time job, it's not like they can pay me any less. Oh my god, Sans. Besides, I would never leave my hot dog stand. Could live there if I wanted to. Seriously, best place to sleep, eat, and sometimes make money. Everything a skeleton could ever desire. You laugh and ask him to bring you one of his hot dogs next time you two meet. Oh, sure thing. We also have hot cats, and just for a limited amount of time, hot bats. You blink in confusion, unsure if you hallucinated or dreamed the sentence. That's an original. Could be as big as a baseball bat or as small as an actual bat. What you get is purely casual. Clients don't seem too keen with the idea, but what can I do? As long as they buy it, they can think whatever they want. Okay. Where do we want to go from here? Are there any other innovative products you'd like to share? You kidding me? I basically survived out of selling my shit to other people. I mean, my innovative products. Okay, now you were very curious. I sold all kind of stuff. Corn dogs, hot dogs, not dogs, up dogs, bones for the dogs. The bones are not mine, as you can tell. You don't know, can you? Oh, good lord, that's worrying. After I tried selling snow once, business went better than I expected. I had no doubt about it, but still caught me off guard. Did he just... He did. Ices you quite. Wind. Son, stop using puns in this moment, good lord. Winterest about my methods. He's lucky your interest in the snow market is far higher than your wish to punish him. Oh, good lord. He'll never know you thought that. You encourage him to finish the story. Well, I tell you what, people will buy just about anything if you can convince them they want it. 1/3 of the underground was literally covered in snow, but this didn't stop them from buying my limited edition snow just available today. Oh my god. There was a limited edition snow every day, but that's beside the point. Oh my god, Sans, I cannot believe you. Everyone was so bored down there, they would have paid anything if it had even just a chance of being something new and exciting. Well, that sounds kind of sad. That does. That sounds so sad. Very sad. My gosh. They were really bored down there. For the first time you realized how different your lives had been up until now. Seriously? Only now you realize he's a freaking skeleton that came from the underground. What did you think? He didn't even have real stars down there. It was very different. I mean... My gosh. They weren't just underground. They were on a completely different plane of existence for what matters. They hadn't had contacts with the outside world in millenniums. That had to matter something in how they lived, right? Well, the thing is, they did have access to internet, and they did get stuff from the surface through the junkyard. So it's not like they weren't aware of changes in the stuff going on up top. I mean, you know, they also had cell phones. All those years of not acknowledging one another surely brought the two species to different paths. You know, no kidding, because he had to literally go through the path of the resets of continuous malarkey. It's weird how people still have to address this. No one really questioned them. They just kind of popped out of nowhere, and that was it. Seriously? So the monster just showed up one day and people were just fine with it? They're like, It's okay. It's people in cosplays, it's fine. Then again, that's probably our culture for you. We probably would. If we saw something like that, we'd instantly think it was a cosplay or just CG. We'd never even remotely assume it was a monster straight away. We'd be like, it's robotic. CG. Ah, it's a cosplay. That's what it is. Because there's some really good cosplays out there. No cultural... no books or movies about the epic tale. Everyone just shrugs it off at some point. Okay, well, I actually thought this character was aware of the underground, so apparently this is something I didn't know. I thought they actually knew about the underground, so can you tell me more about the underground? Shit, you shouldn't have asked. That must have been a touchy topic. What made you think it was acceptable to ask about the time he was in prison? Well, I mean... some of them actually weren't probably fully aware they were in prison. I mean, some of them were born down there, right? So to them, that's technically been the norm. They were born there and they grew up there. They don't think of it as imprisonment. That's just how their life began. It's only until somebody points out, oh yeah, you guys are stuck underground. You were banished down here. We were, but I was born down here. Exactly, you weren't banished. But several generations ago, those monsters got banished, and that's why we're all screwed. We got punished for their stupidity. Or human stupidity. Either way, people were stupid. You quickly try to apologize, but he interrupts you. Don't worry, it's fine. I just don't exactly know what to tell you. It was a really small and suffocating place, but nice in a way. Everyone knew each other. We built a nice community with nice people, so it wasn't so bad. I had good company, but yeah. There wasn't much to do, so the days kind of went by without much notice, until the kids showed up. They were pretty much identical to one another. When did I eat that burger? Today, yesterday, don't know, and doesn't matter because I eat burgers every day. Kind of chaotic, actually. There weren't days or nights like up here. I think at one point they tried to make a sun, but it was just too much effort, and for what really? Not my business, but everyone is doing at the time of the day. Jesus. Good lord. Poor San. So for him, he was just like, yeah, it doesn't matter even if you draw a sun, it's not really the sun, so it doesn't really matter. It's just the same thing. Day in and day out, boring 24/7. That must have been so hard. People slept when they were sleepy and ate when they were hungry. Everyone just did their thing and went on with their life, I guess. Without thinking, you asked about the things he did. Told you, sold stuff, finds ways to make money, the usual. That much that didn't make me die from boredom. Good lord, I'm having some difficulty. I really suck at reading. I wasn't really keen with the thought of doing things, you know. Pops, on the other hand, he was a real thing-doing machine. He had so much energy to burn. Once I saw him running for fun. I mean, who does that? What's so fun about it? There are people that do running for fun, though. And that was probably just 100th part of his full potential. Really, I don't think I ever saw him get 4 hours of sleep all in one go. Just watching was exhausting, but also kind of fun. To see what a hopeful soul could be. Oh yeah, because Sans at that point had just given up hope altogether, hadn't he? So Papyrus kind of became that symbol of hope for him. Even if he personally gave up hope, he didn't want Papyrus to end up like him. He wanted to keep Papyrus happy. He wanted that hope to keep on burning. So even if everything else got dark around him, there was still that one form of hope and light in his life, which was Papyrus. The one good thing he had that could never be taken from him. Well, until like a genocide run. But then it was okay. It came back when the reset buttons happened, so this doesn't change the fact, you know. But you get what I mean. It's no wonder Sans get PV. Let's see. God, we're going down. This is getting personal. let's go with... God, I want to show you a map. I wouldn't expect any less from the great Papyrus. That's right, he's always been the greatest. I think once he was so hyperactive he stomped his foot until it made a hole on the ground. Good lord. Town celebrated him for weeks. It was the first time our town had seen magma. Wait, you guys had magma? Good lord. Oh yeah, because you have magma on the core, but where exactly was he when he created the magma? There could have been pothole magma everywhere, and that could have probably killed me. Eventually they closed it, but it was fun for a while. Kids kept throwing junk in there. Papyrus became their hero. He's always been popular with the kids. Probably because of the cape. One day he lost it, and guess who had to swim all the way through half the underground and almost fell down a waterfall? Not me. You had no doubt about it, but and I did. Oh, you know her. Well, you don't exactly know her. You never really talked to her, but Papyrus talks so much about her. It's almost like you knew her. You're a very kind and joyful lady, right? She sounds like a sweetheart. I don't know if that's the right word to describe her, but she does have a heart of gold in her. Precious and unbreakable, and also incredibly painful if you throw it at her. She throws it at you. That's a peculiar metaphor. No, it is not a peculiar metaphor. It is very placed metaphor. It does hurt if she throws stuff at you. It hurts if she throws her spears at you. It hurts if she throws anything at you, and that is a force of the underground nature that you don't want to mess with. For me personally, Sans is not the most dangerous thing in the underground to me personally. In a genocide run, from my personal perspective, I find Dai is the scariest one. Sans is only a problem because he dodges, and Dai takes the hits and actually keeps coming after you. She chases you, she battles you, you kill her, she refuses to die and gets back up. Sans doesn't do that. Yes, Sans has got a very long, dragged out fight, but if you think about it, you take the fight out of it, and it's remove the fact that you have to do stuff with your soul in the bottom box thing, and you just watch on the top, just that sequence up there, and you see all Sans is doing is dodging. And sometimes he hits you. When he takes your soul and slams it down, and it's up to the blasters to try and hit you. But at least you know when you attack him, he dies. And Dai, on the other hand, is like, you shall not pass! And you're like, gosh darn it all, this is a little kid. Imagine how much fear the little kid has of the fact they're like, oh my god, I killed the monster. Next minute the monster gets back up and he's even stronger and more angry than before. Sounds at least. It was more like he fell asleep and then you hit him. Still, those two fights are probably the ones to really pay attention to. Oh my goodness. Moving on. She did a lot for Pops. She even managed to convince the king to make him an honorary member of the Guards. The Guards don't exist anymore, and the title was purely symbolic, but that was probably the best day of his life. There was no pampers and stuff, just Asgore going sure, whatever, you can be our mascot. Not his exact words, but in his defense, and Dai caught him off guard during a picnic. He was never good at improvising. How is Dai doing now? I don't think I've ever met her. Oh, she's more than fine. She and her wife have hoarded a fair amount of gold in the underground. They both had some pretty neat jobs. They were both pretty set on using that gold to explore the surface. Hold on, so when Dai and Elphys are together married, oh my god, yay, they're so cute. Traveling abroad with your wife without worrying about money, that's stuff you only see in young adult novels. You can't believe someone is living the dream. Not really sure where they are though. Probably in places so exotic even their cocktails with tiny umbrellas have cocktails with their tiny umbrellas. Last time I heard them, they sent us the equivalent of a year's of pasta from a weird place where everyone really likes shouting and spaghetti. My goodness. So are they in Venice? I don't know if they shout a lot in Venice. I'm so sorry if you don't shout a lot in Venice. I apologize. I'm assuming it's Venice? Is it Italy? That's pasta. If I get it wrong, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to. I don't know my cultures, like, around the world that well. I mean, I know stuff from, like, Korea, and I know stuff from, like, Japan and China. Like, I know that. And I kind of know stuff about Italy and Greece. But it's been a long time since I've really had to, like, go messing with the trivia in the back of my head. I remember Gulliver saying something about people shouting. I just keep imagining a place filled with papyrus whenever he talks about it. And all that pasta, well, lasted 3 weeks. You started, that doesn't surprise you. You're about to reply when you hear the door crack. Oh, so he went through all the pasta and it only lasted 3 weeks? Good lord. You snorted, that didn't surprise you. You're about to reply when you hear the door cracks open. Sans, I'm home. Is the human with you? Did you wait for me? Yep. We were talking about Alf and Di. You know what they're up to? I don't know if I recall correctly. Didn't talk to them since they left the pasta place. Italy, if my memory isn't wrong. Yes, so it is Italy. Thank you for confirming, Papyrus. And of course it's not. Of course it isn't. The creators of pasta must be very sophisticated people just like me. Maybe not exactly like me, as I am the one and only great Papyrus, but I am willing to give them a chance. Pop, what about Undai? Undai? Oh yes, my dear friend Undai. I don't know where she is, but I know how we could find out. We're gonna call them. We're calling them right now. I'm such a genius. Be right back. That said, he storms to the kitchen with what looks like a shopping bag weighing 5 kilos each. Buckle up, buddy. You're in for a good one. Well, it's just Papyrus calling his friend, right? There's no way this is gonna be good, either good or bad, right? Here I am. I'm sure you miss me. Now, I will proceed to call and die with my new human phone. I bought this phone the other day. It's very cool phone. Someone suggests he might want you to notice his phone. You call it a very cool phone. They said it's our protection, that's how cool it is. Bro, just call. I will. Papyrus clicks and calls the button. You wait for a few seconds as then someone picks up. Papyrus! Oh god. Do you know what time it is? No? Where does this music come from? Are you serious? So the music just kicks in and our character hears it? So what is Undai got like a like little radio or something? Or like something in the room is playing the music for her? Well, it's 4 a.m. I hope for you someone is dying, or else someone will soon. That's what I'd say if I gave a damn about my sleeping schedule. And I don't. Same, sis. I wasn't even sleeping. This chick is crazy. You love her. What's up, nerds? Nice to see you too, Undai. Babe, who is that? Undai leans a little closer to the phone. You hear that? She called me babe. You mean she likes me? Undai, you're married. Sans? I won't tolerate this behavior in my house. Theoretically, this is my house. I swear to Asgore one day I'm going to use your bones to eat my instant noodles. What was that? Don't worry about it, sweetie. Just our friends Papyrus and his dear brother Sans calling us from wherever the heck we left them. Oh, tell them I said hi. We can hear you, Alf. Oh gosh. Hello, Alphys. Hi. She can't come talking right now. She's making me a big pillow with her picture on it. I mean, she's sleeping. So tell me, Undai, where are you right now? Oh, we're... Papyrus? Who is that? Oh shoot, Papyrus forgot you were here. Heck, you forgot you were here too. Wait, wasn't something just said? Bring them closer. Papyrus passes you the phone. You say hi to Undyne. Listen here, punk. I don't know who you are, but I don't trust you. Oh god, please don't hurt me. But I'm making you the courtesy to give you a friendly warning. So let that sink into your brain. You better don't plan on hurting my friends, because if you ever do, I will murder you. It could be after a day or a year, but one day you're gonna wake up dead. You will be bounded. Oh my god, I'm dying. You will be bounded to live in the ever-present paranoia that you could face your death in any moment. Good lord. And then when the time will come, you'll know it was me, because you'll have a giant fucking spear going through you. And I'll be there like, bye, sucker, and you'll be like, oh no, I'm dead. Oh yeah, you wanna fight me? Come here and do it then. I'll be waiting. You know what? I think I will. What did you get yourself into? Why? Why you have to poke the crazy lady with a stick? Because she started it. I like you, punk. And besides, I know Undyne. Undyne likes fighting. You don't back down, and that's something I can respect. Maybe I won't kill you. Or maybe I will. By the way, I knew about you. La 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 la. I knew you more than you know yourself. Papyrus just can't shut up about you. Road? Seriously, Papyrus thinks you're cool, and he's already very cool. I am indeed. If he thinks you're cool, you must be for real. So you're fine in my books. For now. Well, as I was saying... Where are you guys? In paradise, bruh. I don't know what paradise is. Same, Pop. Wait. Honey, where are we? In Japan, Undyne. We're in Japan. You heard her. I don't know where Japan is either. This one you might know. Remember all those documentaries? They all come from here. Papyrus gasps. How? You don't even want to know. Anime is real, Paps. I saw it with my own eyes. Yesterday across the street, and I met Sakura from the 57th episode of the Mew Mew Kissy Cutie. A 38th. Wow, wait! Did you talk to her? Better. She took us to a place called a coffee, and they were all there. All the cuties. Oh, we live there now. And they brought us food. Someone said food? Sans, were you asleep? No. Seriously, Pops, they have good anime and good news. You need to come over here. You heard Sans, we must go over there. Yeah, sure. What about you, Punk? Do you like anime? Yes. I knew you were a good one. I like you a little more than before now. Why does that sound mildly threatening? What happened to all of that? All of the not good ones? I know, right? They are the best. And I seem to realize something. Wait a second. Wait a second. Alf, babe, come here. We have a new one. What does that mean? Are they going to sacrifice you to some kami some kawaii desuni? Really? Yes. Oh boy, I hope you have a free evening, because me and my wife, oh god, wife, we have so many things to talk about with you. So many shows to suggest to you, so many series to explore. We have no boundaries. We have the power of Asgore and anime on our side. We will talk about anime until our bodies turn to dust if we want to. Yes, we want to. Oh boy. What do you say, Papyrus? Will you join us? Oh, with great... Excuse me, my voice went weird. With great pleasure. Good luck, kid. You'll need it, alright? So, wait, Sans, you're not Hey, wait! Sans, seriously. You hope Papyrus had unlimited minutes because the call goes on all night. Even when Andai threw her phone in rage thinking about the ending of Darling in the Franxx. Even when Papyrus dropped his phone praying for all the poor tiny humans inside the human bodies. Even after Alphys flung Andai's phone rambling about how her girl Uraka deserved better. Even after Sans fell asleep, but you're sure he would have loved to yeet some phones if he was awake. They even made you binge into episodes of a junkie something before letting you go to sleep. Which is way after sunrise. You ended up crashing right there on the couch, too exhausted to go back home. Aww, that is so cute. Look at it! You wake up with Kabashi Dragon Maid. Outro stuck in your head. Ending. Never trust a fish who likes anime. We got one of the endings! Woo! We got the one where we meet and die! Awesome! Let's go find another ending. This ending was so cute. Not only did we see that Alphys and Andai were now married, Alphys has super cute little kitty ears on top of her head. Papyrus was having fun and joined in. And Sans was just sleeping. Sans got the best thing. You know, Sans doesn't mind sleeping. He likes sleeping. And we got to make new friends. So this was actually really fun. I liked this ending. It was so cute. But yeah, let's head off to another ending and see what other ones are hidden in the game. Let's go.